Hello everyone, I'm AI Merton and welcome back to Lands of Zankar. So today we're going to be working on this little research slash nether base build. This is where our spawn is located in the nether. And this project has been started on stream and will probably also continue to be worked on during the stream. So you want to make sure you check that out. We'll stream every Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Time. So if you want to check that out, be sure to come check us out on YouTube. I also stream on Twitch and Facebook if you happen to be on those platforms instead, but YouTube works. I want to check out Skunkmunkee as well. He streams with me every time as well. And occasionally we got some of the other Zankarians that'll join us, which is pretty fun. As you can see, this is quite a big little area we've got here. So my plan is to design the floor in here and also set up the nether portal for this section. And I'm also going to be building a honey block flying machine right in here as an elevator so that we can get up and down between the main floor here and the floor above. Alrighty, first thing I need to do is clean this up. This is a bit messy. Okay, that is much better. Now I think the next thing I want to do is figure out where the floor is going to be for the next layer. And I'm thinking probably put it, we'll just do some blackstone for filler for the time being. We can jump up this little staircase that's here. I was thinking we could bring it in, maybe do it here or up one. I think I'll do up one, like right there. I think that'll look pretty good because then we can do some other stuff that we want to in the future. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of fill this out until we have a solid roof built into this place, so that's completely covered, and we'll also be safe while we're building in here, except for the entrance there, which gotta figure out something for that, some sort of door of some kind. I was thinking potentially a piston door, but it might be hard to squeeze it in there. I don't know. I'll have to find out. Okay, we've got a roof, or ceiling I should say. Now the next thing I want to do here is start working on the elevator. So what I need first is an immovable platform here that'll be 5 by 2. It's a good place to start. Then we're gonna have basically an interesting little shape of these. I don't remember exactly how I did it. I think I had it like this and like this. And like that? Yes. Because then the honey blocks would go here and here. Oh. And then we would have... Oh, I think I need one more out here. Yes. Okay. One more layer out here. Just like so. Because then we will have some honey there and there. And then from here, we'll start with observer facing down right there, and the same thing over here. Okay, and then we're gonna need 2 honey blocks going up. This is making just a basic flying machine with just some extra add-ons on the side. Go like that. Okay, and then we're gonna do 2 honey blocks here, and we can't jump on honey blocks. I forget about that all the time. We're going to place this piston facing down. It's going to be a sticky piston. And we'll also do this observer facing up. Let's see, did I get that right? I can't see. Up. There we go, yep. So the face needs to be out. Like that. Then we're going to take 2 more honey blocks and stack them up here. Just like so. And then we'll have our sticky piston and our observer. So that's more or less going to make the little elevator box. We just need to do the last few bits. We're gonna go like this, come over, just like we do down here, and we're just gonna make this opposite just for the sake of making it look more interesting. But there you go. There is our elevator box. Now what I'm planning to do is build up obsidian like this all around the edges so that when you walk into the elevator, you're basically just going to see this. So that's the entry point. And like that, so we don't have to worry about seeing the sides of the smithing tables there. So now that I have this in place, there is also the need to power the flying machine. And what my plan is for powering this is using note blocks. I like using note blocks as like the trigger. And what I need to do now is actually probably put another layer of netherrack down around the edge of this, so I can do some of the needed redstone here. I don't want to break that block yet for two reasons, because it'll, first of all, it'll drop the obsidian into the lava, and second of all, it'll start up our flying machine, and I don't want to do that quite yet. So something I do need to do is go up here to the top. I need to break into where this is going to be. Just like so. Then we head up to the top here. That'll give us our starting point to dig out the hole for the elevator to make its way up to the next level. So now we simply just go around, build up, break out all the space we need to allow this to come up here, and we want to have at least, oh, that's not good. Where are my rockets? There we go. Took a little lava bath there. It's all good. Alright, let's get back down there. Whoop. Okay. Good thing this netherite armor is very strong. Okay. So we want to have a space that's going to be one block all the way around for the flying machine here. And we're then going to also take the obsidian up here as well and just make a ring around the edge of this for the space that the elevator will come up. So like this. And boom. So now we got our little slot for this to come up. Now we need to determine how high up this needs to go. So to get this to go up the right height, we got to take into account the height of our elevator here, or the flying machine. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks tall, right? So we need to have it stop when it hits that point. So this right here should be level with the obsidian up there. So to be able to do that correctly, we need to go up 4 blocks from that and have some stopping blocks. So we want some obsidian above where that honey block is. We'll head back up to the top here. Okay. I'm gonna fall in and die. I'm more worried about falling off here than I am into lava. Alright, so right here, so we have 1, 2, 3, and one more up will get us to stop the flying machine there. And we'll do the same on this side, and we're going to do it above the honey because we want that space where the observer is to be able to put in a note block. So we're going to have note blocks here and here. There we go. Now that should work so that the flying machine will not fly up off into it hits the ceiling there. So there we go, we got that started, and now I just need to wire it up so that we can trigger it easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, be right back. Okay, just got rid of the gas here, but there we go. This should be all wired up now. So basically I have a note block that activates this observer, which will trigger the flying machine, and I've got redstone that'll feed that power into that block, which will actually trigger the note block. And I've got the observers reading it here. So if I walk into here and I punch this block, flying machine will activate, taking us up and stop perfectly on that floor. We can walk out, then when we walk back in, we can punch this and it goes right back down. Ta-da! Alright, so now we have the elevator more or less set up. We've got our call note block right here, and if you walk in here and punch this one, it'll take you up. You just keep facing this direction, because then you can walk out right here. And I've got the whole thing now encased in obsidian to make sure it's well protected, and also just to avoid anything having any troubles with the flying machines here. We make our way down here. I'm now in the process of putting obsidian all around the edge here, and I've got to fill in a few different spots. And some of you might be able to guess what's going to go here. Alright, here we go. We got these built out, and boop. And boop. We're going to have 4 portals through this here. There we go. That looks pretty cool, right? And then when we put the floor in around here, this will be nice and level. And if you want to go through the elevator, you just run right through the portal. And up you go. Doo-doo-doo. Pretty cool, right? I like it. Okay, so now with the functional part done, we just need to make a nice floor. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking so far for the design. A little bit of obsidian, some blackstone, regular basalt, and shroom lights. I think that's turning out pretty good. And then along the edge here, most of the stuff, kind of figure, you know, carpet here will probably make this look more or less the best for the edge. So yeah, I think that's probably what we're going to go with and keep working in the rest of this floor until it matches nicely. So far we've got the floor done, we've got the portal and the flying machine elevator in, so now we're working on the roof here. And this is kind of the idea we're going with. We've got lanterns hanging down to help us get some lighting, because right there was a spawnable spot. And then we're hanging down these vines as well from these little planters to kind of give it a bit more detail for the ceiling, because I think we're going to leave this as blackstone here, and then we'll edge the nether brick around this potentially, or maybe not. Might figure something out, but yeah, we'll kind of mess around more with the idea and get a ceiling in here and make this place look really nice. Woohoo! Alright everyone, we have finished. The entrance hall is all done, and here it is in all its fanciness and prettiness. Yay, this is so good. Woohoo! So now that I've completed this project, I think I'm going to continue working on my rail and probably mine for more netherite. As you can see, I've got 133 so far. Well, ancient debris, I should say. And I have a goal of building a beacon, so I've got a lot more to mine, and I've done a little bit on the rail, but not much, and I've got to finish that. So that's probably what I'm gonna work on now. I just saw this, and this is hilarious. I'm sitting in my cart, and my little character looks like this. This is so funny. Alright, I've been working quite a bit on the rail here, and I want to show you guys the progress I've made. And I just remembered I burned some rails. Be right back. Alright, well I put enough rails to at least get us down to the very end of the progress I've made, but here we go. Here's the experience of the rail. Yeah, I think this is looking pretty cool. And as you can see, I've got a big old explosion of mess over here. Because I still want to be able to do this where I can have the supports kind of hanging down. I think it looks pretty cool. And then we've got this crazy like tunnel built, you know, so like when this rail was built, they actually mined out a bunch of space so they could properly put it in there. And I'm considering mining down below as well, like clear out a bit of a space so it makes more sense to why it's hanging. But I don't know, or you could even say that like maybe this ground is unstable, so while it's sitting on the ground, it's still supported in case it like crumbles out from underneath it or something like that. But yeah, I think it's pretty good progress on the rail. Got another like 3 segments in. Got the slope there, this segment I'm standing on there, and that one right behind me. And these segments here are both 17 long. I think it looks pretty great. I'm excited. I'm loving making this rail. It looks really cool. Now, something else I want to attend to is that number up there. I want to try to push that to potentially 200 if I can. Because I have that goal of 6,000 to hit. Well, roughly 6,000, because a full netherite beacon. That is my goal. As crazy as it is. Alright, it's time for some mining. And I don't think I've shown this on camera. I've got a really derpy mine shaft set up here. But basically, I dug a little hole down, put some torches on it just to mark it. And I've been taking TNT and just kind of lining different areas, making, oh, ow, big long tunnels, and apparently platforms for me to crash into. But yeah, this is pretty much what I've been doing for the mining. And yeah, it's done pretty good so far, you know, got that much. Alright, if you want to know how I've been doing all this, I'm basically just digging a big long tunnel. Dig for a few minutes. Keep digging. And keep digging. And keep digging. Then I get to a random spot and just place lots and lots and lots of TNT. In a big old line like so. And I just keep going. And some more. And that's okay, that's where I should have stopped. That's okay. So now, and I take my bow and whoop, trigger it, and you might want to cover your ears. And there we go, big tunnel. Okay, I am literally 1 inch of debris away from 200, so what I'm gonna do is crash my face into a wall. Is this it? No, other side. There is a tunnel, if I can land it. There we go. There's this tunnel right here. I didn't quite have enough TNT to break this open, so I'm just going to run along here and hope that I can uncover some. Well, I was on my way back and, hello. And that's gonna break this over. Oh, nope, I got too excited. I threw a pick. Nice. Woohoo! Yeah, we're over 200 ancient debris mined. Woohoo! Yeah. Only like 5,800 more to go. Alrighty, well the goal was met. I also built out the rail and made some lots of progress today, and as you can see I've got a little more ancient debris smelting here, and look at this. Let's see how many we can get made. How many netherite ingots can we get? 26 gives us a total of 3 blocks. Wow, plus the last few that'll come through here, which will give us, oh perfect, there we go, 1 more. That'll put us at 7. So we're getting there. Getting there. Still got quite a ways to go before we get that beacon, but that was awesome. Alright, well, that's gonna be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!